Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for this late night video right here on the home of the Gilmore Chronicles, TGC Reborn. This is episode number 208 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to my other channels, which are down there, dude. So don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button on this channel, on my other 4 channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And that's it. So hit the bell or you get knocked in the nuts with a kendo stick, like my good buddy Tommy Dreamer did back in ECW. I don't know if you heard that. Anybody hear that little intro I played? I don't know if you heard it, but if you want me to play it again, I'll play it again if you want me to. So I can't really raise my volume, so that's that. I'm actually looking at the weather on Channel 5 because the Jets game ended. It just lost. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty chilly tomorrow. Then it's gonna be in the mid 50s Saturday and Sunday for the weekend, and then it gets pretty nice. It's gonna be in the 60s next week. Mid 60s on Monday. On the second week of November, we're already hitting 65. But from what I've read, that this winter is going to be a pretty warm-ish, wet winter. So I'm probably not going to get a lot of snow this winter. Maybe not. I'm hoping not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I would love warm. It'd be nice to be like 90 degrees on my birthday like it was a couple years ago. Well, it wasn't 90, but it was pretty damn warm one year on Christmas Eve, if you all remember that. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So once again, like the video, subscribe to my channels, hit the bell to get notified. If you're not getting notified, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the bell. And all that good shit. Don't forget to share the videos and follow me on social media and all that good stuff. That's it. All right, like I said, I know I got people in the room. I got my good buddy Nick and my good buddy Alejandro Platza in the chat. I'll get to you guys in a minute. I will acknowledge you as well. But since you guys are in the chat, did you hear the intro that I just did? Press 1 if you heard the intro, Nick and Alejandro, if you heard the intro. If not, I will play it again. Or maybe I'll play it at the end of the show. But that's all I got to say about that. Yeah. So,
is Jerry Lawler standing above me?
I don't want to hear what you just said, dude. What? I'll do that. I'll do that later. But okay. All right. Just want to check one thing. And we'll get to everything else in the world of professional wrestling. We got some big news right now, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm trying to find something from I think it's one of my good buddies has something. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it at the moment. I can't find it. I just had it on Instagram. Now I can't find it. So I should have looked for this earlier and I couldn't find it. So it's a little video of CM Punk, and I wanted to play it because I thought it was kind of funny. And now I don't know where it is. So now I can't find it. That's just great. Actually, let me I know I'm wasting the time, but I don't give a shit. Alright, I think I found it. I think I did. Remember that promo when it was in WWE was Punk and against Cena? I think the second one or the second one, and then he's making fun of Triple H, and he makes fun of John Laurinaitis. Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I just want to load it up. Okay. I just want to load it up for now, and then we'll get ready. All right. So we're ready now. Sorry it took so long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Thursday night, or November the 4th, 2021, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it is now November the 5th, 2021, right here on the TGC Reborn channel. Thank you all for watching. I'm your host, Peter Gilmore, your undisputed, undefeated, universal champion of the world. And as always, your undefeated, undisputed, tribal king of Extreme. And nobody can take that away from me. And it is what it is. So if you want to try, come on. And that's it. So welcome everybody to another edition of the Gilmore Chronicles, episode number 208. So we're gonna have another one next week, episode 209, with my Full Gear 3 predictions. So check that out. Probably be next Thursday, same time. Well, not the same time. Probably around sometime next Thursday, which is gonna be a big day because I'll be on Fan of YouTube's show next Thursday afternoon, or whenever he does that video. So I'll be on his show. And then probably later on that day, I will be doing episode 209 of the Gilmore Chronicles, my Full Gear predictions. So don't forget to smash that bell so you get notified when I do the video. And that's it. That's pretty much it. All right, on episode 208 of the Gilmore Chronicles. Now, I know I'm late for the party as usual because I just had a rough day of work, and then I took a long nap, and then I get up, my phone's blowing up. I mean, not from girls, but I mean, come on, it could be, but But anyway, my phone's blowing up, Twitter's blowing up, and my Instagram's blowing up, and I'm looking at my notifications. I'm like, and then my good buddy Nick, the tribal chief of the chat, I'll get to you in a second. He hits me up on Discord, and he's like, "Oh, did you hear this? All these WWE releases, all these names he's like giving me." I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, I had to look up everything. I had to go on Ringside News as always to make sure this wasn't fake, because certain and people, I mean, already did this like a couple of hours ago. And well, the WWE, it was reported that earlier in the day that there was going to be some more releases after they got rid of one of their creative guys, and they said there were going to be more talent releases. I'm like, oh boy, I can only imagine the names are going to be on this list. Well, a couple of hours ago, a huge list came out. 18 wrestlers were released from their jobs today due to budget cuts. So, we always talk about the WWE spring cleaning. Now we have the WWE fall cleaning. And there might be more to come tomorrow, I'm hearing. Oh boy. So people, a lot of people from the main roster and NXT got released today and possibly tomorrow. So they're not going to be spending wrestling anymore. They're out of a job for at least 3 months. So they're not. They probably have not. Well, you can't go anywhere else for 3 months. Some of them, and there's not that many choices they can go because they have, when they're if they have 90-day compete clauses, some of them might have 90, might have 60. Who knows? But there's not many choices where you can go right now, besides Impact, New Japan, and AEW, because Ring of Honor is going to be gone December the 12th. So they either go to Impact, New Japan, or AEW, or go to a local indie fed, a local show, just to do indie bookings, not make much money to put on their table, and but hopefully some of these stars have saved their money until they find a new place to work. And some of these stars, especially one of them, she went on a humongous tirade on Twitter. But I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, a lot of releases today. A lot. And probably more to come tomorrow. But if there's more tomorrow, I'll do that probably on my probably Friday or maybe Saturday, or probably not Saturday, or maybe Saturday. I'm not sure. Maybe I could do it Saturday afternoon. I'll do like a quickie video off the phone on my Peter Gilmore channel, because I don't have much time on StreamYard on those particular channels, because it's basically over now. I don't restart till Tuesday, so that's why I'm doing it here instead of my regular Peter Gilmore channel. So I have much more time here. So it is what it is. But that's probably it. But 18 releases today from the main roster and NXT due to budget cuts, thanks to idiots like Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Nick Khan, and that other idiots, Bruce Pritchard and John Laurinaitis. So we'll get to that in just a second. The chat room is wide open, like Remy Sky's legs, but it is what it is. And you guys can come in, and we'll talk. And that's it. All right. Before we get to the releases and my reactions and everything, let's acknowledge our chat with our tribal chief of the chat, Nick Infante, 1992. What's up there, Nick? How are you doing this? This on this late night, after midnight, almost 12:30. I would have done this earlier when but I went to sleep, and then I woke up right around 10 o'clock, and then my phone was blowing up. It woke me up from my fucking nap. Thanks, guys. And then I'm getting notifications from Nick on Discord. It's like, oh, did you hear this guy got, this and this got released? I'm like, what the hell, dude? So I had to go on Ringside News, the Bible of all wrestling news, and I got the list, and there's this follow-up story to that there's 18 people got released, 5 of them due to not being vaccinated. Morons! You lost a job because you didn't get vaccinated. So good job to you, idiots. I think one of them was a certain. But we'll get to that later. But Nick's in the chat as always, the tribal chief. And we move on. And my good buddy from Mexico, Alejandro Claza. He's in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, he also hit me up on Instagram and told me about all the releases. So we got Alejandro and Nick in the chat, and anybody else decides to watch and come in, unless it's just me, Nick, and Alejandro, that's fine. I don't care. But he's in the chat. What's up, Alejandro? I haven't seen you in a while. And let's get sexy, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what happens on our show. We get wet and we get sexy every single time, and that's it. Okay, Nick says okay. I got a couple of comments from Alejandro. Alejandro says, I'll just say that according to what he says is due to lack of money, it is a shitty lie. And to who says? I don't know if you heard the intro, but that intro was Tommy Dreamer during the WWE invasion, the first one, when Jim Cornette and Jerry Lawler and RVD and Sabu came in, when RVD and Sabu were in WWE, but it kind of went to WWE as Mr. Monday Night and Sabu. They came to ECW, beat the shit out of Tommy Dreamer, Beulah McGillicuddy, I think the Sandman, and as you heard from the little promo, which was the after promo, I think it was like the week after promo from Tommy Dreamer, that he was talking about what happened with Jerry Lawler, took a kendo stick and just wham right in the nuts. And Tommy Dreamer had like a swollen ball sack. They had to drain it. They had to take a needle and drain his scrotum. Ugh, just nasty shit. Back in 90, I think it was 96, 97, I think. I remember that well because I watched the actual episode. I was like, oh shit, my balls. Damn. That was part of the so that intro that I played earlier, I'll play it again at the end of the show. But yeah, that was the start of the WWE ECW invasion. So the first one, but we'll get to that. But yeah, that comment you just said, I don't know who you're talking about. But anyway, okay, a little bit of lag, so I apologize. Okay, Alejandro says, then do not complain that there is no staff for potential weekly shows. That is why AEW is surpassing it with decisions that make your product eye-catching. Absolutely. They're getting rid of all these people from NXT. Some of them are young, but you get rid of people that are 38 years old, 39 years old, some of them in their 40s. I mean, I know NXT is trying to be, a young product. They want to have 18 to 30-year-olds on their roster. Yet Tommaso Ciampa is almost 40 years old. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a couple of guys on that NXT roster that are in their early 30s, or late 30s. I mean, Taya Valkyrie, as we know, Franky Monet, is 38 years old. And you release her? Why? I don't understand that. Why would you release Taya Valkyrie? Well, you didn't do anything with her. Just put her in the whole Robert Stone brand, and now it becomes the Taya Valkyrie brand with her, but basically just her and Jessie Kamea, and yet Robert Stone's still there? He does nothing. He's garbage. Just stays in catering. We're playing his disco music or whatever. I mean, I thought Taya Valkyrie, when she came to NXT, was going to be the one to defeat Raquel Gonzalez and be the NXT Women's Champion. But they do that? No! They barely saw Franky Monet on TV. And they had that one segment with Io. I was like, oh, Io versus Taya Valkyrie could be a good match. They never did it. And then they get rid of Aaliyah. They put her on the main roster on SmackDown. That she's going to be basically in catering for the rest of her fucking career. But they did nothing after that. They got rid of Aaliyah. And then I was thinking we were going to see Raquel Gonzalez and Franky Monet. I think they did the match. Raquel Gonzalez, I think, won the match. And then that's it. We didn't see Jessie Kamea or Franky Monet that much over the last couple months. I mean, what the hell? And I was thinking, why did you make her go to NXT in the first place? Why didn't you just have her go to the main roster and be with her husband, John Morrison or John Hennigan? Why didn't you just do that and have her be like the manager of the Miz and Morrison before they broke up, of course? And then you could put Maurice in to be with the Miz because they're married, and then you could have Taya Valkyrie and John Hennigan or Johnny Drip Drip. They come down with them as a married couple. You know what I mean? And you could have Taya Valkyrie on the Raw roster, and she can go for the Raw Women's Championship. Now she's gone, and we don't know where she's going. I would think she'd probably go back to Impact. No, I think she left on bad terms with Impact. But, I mean, she could probably definitely go to AEW and be on that humongous women's roster. But probably be relegated to Dark and Elevation. But I'd like to see her against against Thunder Rosa or Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. Or Hikaru Shida. Or anybody on that women's roster. Damn, I got a freaking itch in my leg. Damn. But yeah, I mean, I'll get to all that in a minute. I'm just pissed off at some of these releases. Some of them are good. Some of them, I'm like, thank the Lord. But other ones, I'm like, what the fuck? And there's more to come, probably tomorrow, and come December, come January. The next 2 months for the WWE, they're gonna lose a lot of stars, big time stars too. Kevin Owens, anyone? Just saying. But we'll move on from there. Okay. Just gotta see what my placement was. All right. Alejandro says that is why they brought Eva Marie, so that they have made her a total jobber, and she will just fight 4 times in all these damn months. Yeah, I agree. Why did you bring this fucking plastic bitch back? Why? Just so she can fight 4 times? And lose all 4 times? How many times did she lose the Dewdrop? Twice. In singles matches. And then she lost a tag team match. With that. And then she lost to Alexa Bliss. What was the point of her bringing her back? Oh, we're sorry we released you the first time. We're just bringing you back so we can get rid of, Mickie James and, all the other women that we don't need anymore. And this whole evolution thing was pointless. And then they put her with Piper Niven. Then she renames her Dewdrop, and that's her new name now. And Piper Niven hates the name. She hates it. I don't blame her for hating it. But guess who likes the name? Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That senile 76-year-old bastard that needs to fucking die. But I'm glad Eva Marie's gone. Let her go back to doing her fake fucking singing career. That's horrible. Go back to her clothing line or whatever she's does in Los Angeles. Be with her stupid, ugly husband that looks like the lead singer of the band Live. Or what she really should do is go to porn and box there. Just go do porn. Go do OnlyFans and charge your fans like $100 to see your fake titties and your disgusting, smelly pussy. I mean, really, who's gonna even watch that shit? I'm not. But I digress. But I'm glad Eva Marie's gone. I'm glad. Get her out of here. I don't care if she goes to Impact. Just don't send her to AEW, please. I hope Tony Khan does not sign her. That would be the death of AEW right there. But I digress. But we'll move on. We got a couple more comments, and then we're going to get into the actual meat and potatoes of this. Alejandro says, I'm very upset. Sometimes I wish Vince would die. Don't we all wish Vince would die? But as Young Punk says, when Vince goes, it's going to be run by his stupid daughter and his doofus son-in-law. CM Punk, is his little shoot promo in 2011, 10 years later, almost 11 years later, is coming to fruition. And look where WWE is 10 years later. Down the toilet. Because Vince is still there. You get idiots like Bruce Pritchard running Raw and SmackDown, now with Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis. Even though Raw was a little bit better show this week, and they got like a 1.6 rating. Still, the show is horrible. The WWE is garbage right now. And you think Roman's gonna hold the entire company on his back? Nope. No. If Raw continues to get 1.6, sometimes 1.7, 1.8 on the USA Network, USA is gonna say, "You're not getting us good ratings anymore like they used to. Get out of here. We don't want you. Fuck you." And that's that. So, and Fox is probably gonna get rid of them. And then here comes Tony Khan. SmackDown will go to another network or go on Peacock. And there goes WWE's ratings because they don't have a major TV deal. And then AEW will just go, oh, look what we got. We'll go from TNT to TBS to a major network like Fox. And put Rampage on Fox at 8 p.m. where they really should be. At 8 o'clock, not 10 o'clock. Nobody wants to watch it at 10 o'clock. Even though tomorrow is live from St. Louis, Missouri at 10 o'clock. We'll see what the ratings will be. And speaking of the ratings, AEW went down a little bit more in the ratings, a little over 800,000 views with a 0.33 in the demo. Not great, but still. It was kind of a black show, so that's probably why the ratings went down. But that's it. Anyway, we'll move on. Yeah, but yeah, we all wish Vince would die at this point. I hate saying that. I'm not mean to be mean or I don't wish death on Vince. I mean, I think I've said it like all my rants lately. I mean, if you go on my rant channel, I have a ton of rants on Vince McMahon. But you gotta respect him at some point. Certain points, he is still the greatest promoter in the world. He has the greatest company in the world. Well, not right now, but he's still the greatest promoter in the world. And when he goes, well, WWE goes with it. So that's that. But it'd probably be run by Triple H and Stephanie, or Nick Khan takes over, even though he doesn't want it. But that's it. All right, got a couple more comments, and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. All right. Oh, actually, okay. These comments are a little bit ahead, but that's what Nick is. He's the man who goes into the future. Anyway, Nick says these are names that may or will be leaving WWE soon. Kevin Owens at the end of January, Johnny Gargano December the 3rd. Coming up pretty soon, and Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts. His contract ends, I think, at the end of December. So yeah, those three guys are definitely going to AEW. Definitely. Well, at least Kevin Owens is probably definitely going to AEW. Johnny Gargano may resign. I don't know. Depends what him. What he has to say and where he might go in December. He could go to AEW. He could go to Impact. Not go to Ring of Honor. Because Ring of Honor be gone. I think right now, if anybody wants to go to Ring of Honor, well, you can't go until April. So you're going to have to take all this month off. December, January, February, March. Basically, a little over 4 months. If you want to go to Ring of Honor when they rebrand and come back as Ring of Honor 2.0 in on WrestleMania weekend for Supercard of Honor. So, and a lot of the people that got released from Ring of Honor are now showing up in the NWA. Some people might be going to the WWE. Some people are going to be in AEW and maybe go to Japan. And one of those names was Danhausen, but now he's well, he broke his leg in 2 places, and he's gonna be out for like 5 months. That sucks. But yeah, Kevin Owens' contract ends January the 31st, right after Royal Rumble. Basically, it ends. So I doubt he'll be on Monday Night Raw, the Raw after the Royal Rumble. So I doubt we'll see him. And the next time we will see Kevin Owens on our TV screen in 2022 will be, well, probably be at Revolution. And we could see Mount Rushmore. Yeah, they're gonna reform Mount Rushmore. So with the Bucks and Kevin Steen, because he's going back to Kevin Steen, and Adam Cole, baby, when the Elite start breaking up after Kenny loses the belt to either Adam Page or Bryan Danielson. So that's pretty much it. As far as Gargano goes, I would think maybe he would. I think he might resign. If he does leave WWE, he's probably going to AEW as well, or he can go to Impact. So I think Impact would like him, but AEW, he would just go berserk right there. And Kyle O'Reilly may resign, but I would love him in AEW because there was a post yesterday on Twitter, I think, that I don't, they were saying, Kyle O'Reilly was his contract ends in December, and now that 2/3 of the Undisputed Era are now in AEW with Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish. Kyle could go right to AEW. They could reform Red Dragon, go for the AEW tag team belts, and then maybe, just maybe, well, Roddy's probably not going to go for a while because I think he signed a new contract. So 3/4 of the Undisputed Era will be in AEW by next year. But they're just going to have to wait for Roddy to either say, fuck WWE, I'm out of here, I'm going to AEW to be with my friends, reform the Undisputed Era, though they won't not be known as the Undisputed Era. And then we'll see what happens with that. But I can't wait, man. If Kyle O'Reilly leaves at the end of next month, we could probably see him on the January 5th show, teaming up with Bobby Fish as Red Dragon. They have the theme song there, so I'll give you a reason. And then you see Kyle O'Reilly come out, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, Red Dragon's back!" And they could go to Japan too, Bobby Fish, the door's wide open to go to Japan. Him and Kyle could go to Japan and regain the Junior Tag Team Championships or the Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Doors wide open for that. But we'll see what happens when we get there. Ugh, my cat. Anyway, Nick says, I guess WWE didn't see the need to use Mia Yim's help of folding up napkins and Good Lord, Nick, that's mean. That's mean. Keep Princess Mia. Come on, be nice. Be nice to Princess Mia, formerly of the Embassy. Come on. Come on. Come on! But yeah, Mia Yim got released along with her husband, soon-to-be husband, Keith Bearcat Lee, and you know where they're going. You definitely know where they're going. That's not even a question. You know where they're going. Mia Yim versus Akira Shida coming up in about 2 months. Well, a couple months, I should say. Not 2 months, but it is. All right, got Dark Horse in the chat. What's up, Dark Horse? Me and him are back on speaking terms after the whole Halloween shit. But we had a disagreement. Me and Dark Horse had a disagreement about the whole Chase situation, and I said I might have misconstrued some stuff to Chase, and then I got all mad about at Dark Horse for he called me a liar and this and that, and I started yelling at him, calling him two-faced. He calls me two-faced, which I'm not, but at the end of the day, I apologize to Dark Horse for everything, and we're basically back on hopefully an even page. Clean slate. That's all I want. I don't need this fucking drama bullshit with any of these people that I kind of respect, like Dark Horse. So that's all I gotta say about that. So what's up, Dark Horse? How you doing? Dark Horse says they hired Eva Marie back just to turn right around and fire her. Exactly. Why? Like I said before, why did they get rid of they get rid of Mickey James, and then they hire back Eva Marie, and they are in her place. And then a few months later, I don't know how many months, like 8 months later or something like that. Goodbye. We don't need you anymore. What was the point? Just to have this evolution thing to show off her fake titties and stuff? Come on. Come on. Get out of here, you fucking cunt. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But we'll get to more in a minute. Okay, Nick says, "Hey Dark Horse, what's going on?" But one of the greatest intros of in the YW, one of the great intros of the YWC. There's been a lot of intros from a lot of people in the YWC that are legend. Wait for it. Jerry, legendary. Mine, of course. WJ's. Alrighty. Dark Horse, what's going on? There's a few others from way back in the day. Like some of you might not know, but Mugger Baby, he's like, "What's up, muggerfuckers?" There's a few others. Nuke Dog is like worldwide because he got that from Andre Corbeil, my Canadian brother from the north. But there's a lot of interesting people that had pretty decent intros. But I think the greatest one, as we all know, is WJ, who him and Jerry have ignited the Wrestling Juggernauts YouTube channel again. So it's there again. So just go look it up. Probably be gone in about 3 weeks. Probably by Thanksgiving, gone. And then WJ make another Facebook account and another Facebook e-fed that nobody will care about. Or he'll just get rid of the Facebook groups. I just do YouTube again, then he'll be on YouTube for like a month or so, and then back to the same shit. And that's it. That's it. All right. So that's pretty much it. So all right. So let's get CM Punk's thoughts on the entire releases today. Let's get to this. Hopefully you can hear this. I don't have my volume. I have my volume all the way up, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Oops, sorry, I had the volume off. Oh, I had the volume off. I'm sorry. 1 second. I had my volume off by accident on my phone. So, hold on. Let me put my volume up. All right, here we go. Take 2.
I'm a phony. I'm gutless. Let's analyze that. Who fires people around here? You or Funk Man over here, huh? Who? Let me ask you a question, Johnny. Funk Man. Did you personally, face-to-face, fire Vladimir Kozlov on Friday? Huh? Did you fly yourself to Florida to tell Harry Smith, yes, his name is Harry, not David Hart Smith, that he was no longer needed here? Did you tell Chris Masters? Somebody.
Yeah. Exactly. That was from 2011. Well, remember that promo? And now that John Laurinaitis is back in the company, why do you think all these budget cuts are happening? Oh, I don't think he's got any talent, Punk is right. Funk Man and Bruce Pritchard and Nick Khan and Vince McMahon himself are like, "Oh, we got all this talent just staying in catering, eating all our food. Get them out of here." But you still have bitches like Dana Brooke on the payroll, and you still have R-Truth on the payroll, eating and catering. with Naomi and Liv Morgan and basically everybody else. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. This company is fucking stupid, man. It's fucking dying. Oh, shut up. I don't want to hear about Dolph Ziggler. So, shut up. So, we'll move on there. Alright, alright. So anyway, alright, let's get to the releases and run down the names, and then I'll give my opinion about that. And you guys can give your opinion in the chat. And that's that. Nick, Dark Horse, or anybody else. I know it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so probably half of you were asleep. But it is what it is. I would have went live earlier, but I was asleep, so don't blame me. I don't care how many people I have in the chat. I don't care. More than you trolls have. But it is what it is, because you don't do live shows. So you're a bunch of pussies. Alright, so, okay. Here's the list from ringsidenews.com. I'm going to run down the list and then go into a little bit more in depth, if you will. Okay, on the main roster. Okay, here we go. Nia Jax. She's gone. Keith Bearcat Lee. He gone. Karrion Kross, even though he was supposed to get a gimmick change. So I don't know. He's gone, but maybe coming back. Who knows what that. Harry Smith. Yeah, that guy. That from the CM Punk promo. They brought him back, and now basically we didn't do nothing with him. So Harry Smith, David Boy Smith Jr., gone from WWE again. I think it's like the third time he's gone now. So what's the point? Eva Marie, thank the Lord. Mia Yim, like I said. B-Fab is gone. So there goes Hit Row. I don't know. I'll get to that in a minute. Why would you get rid of B-Fab? Why would you get rid of B-Fab? I know she's green in the ring, but come on. Hit Row is not the same. It's not going to be the same without B-Fab. It's going to be a trio. It's going to be Ashanti the Adonis, Top Dollar AJ Francis, and Isaiah Swerve Scott. And they don't have that female right there with B-Fab. I know she's probably going to be a jobber or whatever, just being catering with the rest of Hit Row, but it makes no goddamn fucking sense to get rid of her. I don't. Anyway, they got rid of the Lucha Jobber Party. Lindsay Dorado and Gran Metalik. They're probably going back to Mexico. They're being AAA. Then again, they could probably be on AEW because FTR has the AAA Tag Team Championships now, and they're finding the former champions Pentagon Zero Miedo and Rey Fenix at Full Gear next week for the AEW Championship, but they still gotta defend the AAA Championships. They defended them last night against Samurai Del Sol, as we all know, Kalisto. And I'll talk about that in a little bit too, because I want to talk about that. No, and what the whole thing with Kalisto getting misspelling John Huber's name wrong. We all know it's Brody Lee, and then Amanda Huber, the widow of Brody Lee, and Jericho just fucking bullying him. Like, oh, you just smelled it. I'll get to that in a minute. I just think that's fucking petty. But still. But yeah, the Lucha Jobber Party are gone. Lindsay Dorado and Gran Metalik. They might appear on Dynamite to go against FTR for the AAA Tag Team belts. And then probably be gone. Probably one and done like Samurai Del Sol and Aerostar. So yeah, just have that Lucha Libre influence, the AAA influence. Thank you, Kenny. But it is what it is. And that's that. Okay, that's the main roster releases. NXT. Well, she's not really on NXT anymore. Scarlett Bordeaux, who where we haven't seen since NXT, and supposedly is injured. That's why we haven't seen her with Killer Kross when he made his debut. Now he's supposedly getting a gimmick change. He's supposed to turn into a psycho killer or something like that. Psycho killer! Qu'est-ce que c'est? Have you heard from Mr. Qu'est-ce que c'est lately? But I digress. Yeah, so Scarlett may or may not come back. I think they're going to bring back Killer Kross and Scarlett. I just have a feeling. But we'll see. Franky Monet, Taya Valkyrie, and I'll get to what she said on Twitter later. Ember Moon, she's gone. Probably going to either AEW or maybe Impact, or maybe back to the local indie scene as Athena. So, yeah, she won't be known as Ember Moon anymore. She'd be known as what she used to be called in WSU, and Shine and Shimmer as Athena. So, we'll see what happens with her. But yeah, she gone. Not that she did anything in NXT anyway, except for being tag team champions with Shotzi Blackheart. That's pretty much it. Jessie Kamea, who teamed up with Franky Monet in the Franky Monet brand with Robert Stone, she gone. Don't care where she goes. Katrina Cortez, I have no idea who she is. Probably some rookie they got from the Performance Center. I think we've seen her maybe once or twice on NXT programming, but I think she was like a jobber enhancement talent. Whatever. Jeet Rama, who was on NXT, I think this past Tuesday, and got the crap beat out of him. Yeah, he fought what's his name? Solo Sikoa on Tuesday. Oh, thanks for coming. Here's your $500 paycheck from Vince McMahon. Get out of here. So yeah, he gone. Trey Baxter, he gone. The only thing he did was he was on 205 Live and in the tournament, in the breakout tournament, and then he was Cora Jade's on-screen, storyline boyfriend. So he gone. Zayda Ramir, who we've seen a couple of times on NXT. She's a graduate of the Booker T sucker school in Texas. She teamed up a couple of times with a couple of people. That's that. And there's the second guy there. Only Lorcan, former tag team champion, former tag team champion with Danny Burch. Now Danny Burch is basically now in obscurity again. And now only Lorcan changed his name on Twitter back to Biff Busick, which was his name in CCW, and CCW is now making a comeback. Thank the Lord. They got an event coming up in a couple weeks, actually. I've got the name of it. But yeah, they're running shows back in New Jersey again. Not at the ECW Arena. It's just like not even in Voorhees, New Jersey, at the skate club or whatever they used to be. It's like right outside Atlantic City. So the Flyers Skate Zone is called. They're not there no more. They're in some other area of New Jersey. So yeah, Oney Lorcan, former CCW World Heavyweight Champion, former NXT Tag Team Champion, with and he had that little group with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland, and they got beat up. And then now Oney Lorcan's by himself, and probably going to maybe going back to CCW. You never know with that, but he might go back to his home country. I think he's from the UK, I think. But yeah, those are some of the names of the releases earlier tonight. So that's that. All right, so let's get into some of these names, and very briefly. I don't want to go too long, but because I'm still kind of tired from my nap, and I just ate my dinner. Nice good old chicken parm, baby. Because I'm Italian, gotta eat that chicken parm, baby. Okay, let's begin with some of these names. All right, we'll start from the bottom first. Zeta Ramir, like I said, wasn't on much, and she was the only thing she was known for was being a graduate of the Booker T uh, wrestling school. So yeah, she'll probably land somewhere, maybe on an indie show, or maybe we'll see her on Dark or Elevation. Basically, that's it. Uh, let's see. Trey Baxter, like I said, it was on 205 Live, and it was in the Breakout tournament, and was the love interest of Corey Jade. So Corey Jade loses her skater boy. So it is what it is. He was a skater boy. I say, see you later, boy. I'll be backstage after the show. So no, he won't be backstage after the show. So sorry for you, Corey Jade. It is what it is. Jeet Rama, like I said, he lost to Solo Sikoa, the Usos' cousin, on Tuesday. So he gone. So we got nothing to say about him. Katrina Cortez, don't know who the fuck she is. She gone. Jessie Kamea, like I mentioned, she was teamed up with Taya Valkyrie and the Robert Stone brand. Nothing right there. So got that. Like I mentioned, Only Lorcan now back to Biff Busick. Might be going back to CCW. Could go to Impact. Maybe AEW, but if you're not gonna be on like Dynamite or anything like that, probably on Dark or Elevation, maybe on Rampage. Like maybe use that as like an enhancement talent, but we'll see. Ember Moon, former NXT Women's Champion, former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and yeah, she's gone. So probably going maybe to Impact or maybe going to AEW. Maybe her and Ruby Soho can get back together. I don't know. We'll see. And Franky Monet, Taya Valkyrie, probably going back to Impact or going to AEW at this point. We'll see. She can go back to. She can also go back to AAA and win back the Reina del Reina Women's Championship that Deonna Purrazzo has. She get it right back. So we'll see. I don't think that sits well with John Hennigan, Mr. Johnny Drip Drip, and he'll probably be gone pretty soon. But I don't know because he's doing this whole meditation gimmick. Go figure that one out. But I'll talk about Scarlett. Ember. Not Scarlett. Franky in a little bit. And Scarlett, she's gone. Might go back to AAA with Killer Kross and bring back the Killer Smoke Show. They could go to AEW, but I just have a feeling now that supposedly Killer Kross was supposed to re-debut with a new gimmick, which is supposed to be like a psycho killer or something like that, or a psycho stalker or something like that. I guess it's like, oh, we don't need you anymore. We're not doing it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Remember when Samoa Joe got released, and then like a month or so later, he came back. Triple H said, "Come right back," and then he won the title from Killer Kross, and then proceeded to get injured in that match. That's why we haven't seen Joe in the last 2 months, almost going on 3 months now. I don't know if Joe's gonna come back to WWE at this point. They'll probably release him again too. I mean, there might be more to come. Like I said. All right. All right. So that's basically it. Once again, on the main roster, Lindsay Dorado, Gran Metalik of the Lucha Java Party, B-Fab of Hit Row. And if you don't know, now you know. Mia Yim, Eva Marie, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Harry Smith, Killer Kross, Keith Lee, and Nia Jax. So that's the list of all the people that got released earlier tonight. And that's that. And all right, I'll read the story about the follow-up story of the belief within WWE that superstars were released due to vaccination status. And there's a little thing about Sasha Banks, the boss, who had a lot of things to say about the vaccination. I don't even think she's vaccinated. So I'm surprised, like, they released a lot of people, like 5 people, because they're not vaccinated. One of them was, one of them was not vaccinated, Sasha Banks, but it is. Anyway, WWE released over a dozen superstars, 18 to be exact, today, and the fan base is not happy. You think? Jordan Grace, Big Mama Pump, has some very colorful words to state her opinion as well. The company might have made some cuts for a very controversial reason. Instead of budget cuts, they got rid of 5 superstars for not being vaccinated. So now, I guess, the whole cancel culture thing with the mandates and stuff, they're probably being mandates now for the WWE. So if you're not vaccinated, you're gone. Stupid. That's why we have dumbbells who believe in this mandate shit, like Eric Adams, the new mayor of New York. Fuck him. Black de Blasio 2.0. Because he believes in everything that de Blasio is done. It's like, oh, we're going to take over for de Blasio. We're going to do the same things he did. And pissed off a whole bunch of New Yorkers who want to lynch you. And then he proceeds to illegally park his car on the sidewalk, among other things he did yesterday. Fucking idiot. Well, we got 4 years of that idiot. It might be less at this point. Don't go outside, Eric Adams. Just don't go outside and go in the subway, because you'll be fucked up. So, we might have a new mayor by next year. Who knows? But it is what it is. And then de Blasio himself wants to run for governor of New York City in the next 3 years. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. I don't care who runs against him. It'll probably be Kathy Hochul, the interim governor of New York. Just please, for the love of God, New York City, do not vote for de Blasio. Do not vote him in if he runs for New York governor. I do not want to see his ugly, disgusting German face in New York City or around New York City. Or upstate, for that matter. Fuck him. As we say, the garbage he is. Fuck him. That's all I can say about that. And Nick, if you're still watching, your good boy Phil Murphy got reelected as the governor of New Jersey. So go Rage. Nick's about to do a video on Go Rage right now. It's probably Mr. Phil Murphy. But at least the guy in Virginia won. Youngkin, that's good. That's good. That's the only one I liked. Besides Murphy, of course. Youngkin is good. He's a good guy, and really put a fucking punched the Biden administration right in the fucking nuts, and all those fucking idiot Democrats. Fuck you, because when the midterms come up, guess who's going to be coming into office in the next couple of years? Fucking Republicans. Who don't believe in that fucking shit that Biden's doing. That fucking sleepy Joe Biden. Fuck him. Pretty soon he'll be gone too. He'll be gone. Joe Biden will be gone pretty soon. Whether either by the old age and he dies before, getting reelected, and then that other bitch, Kamala Harris, becomes the first woman vice president, the first woman president, I should say. Nobody wants to see that. Or if something happens to her, guess who we get after her? Another bitch. Nancy Pelosi. The Wicked Witch of the West, and then we get the Wicked Witch of the East. This fucking country is fucked. It's fucked. And me and Rosa were watching the Travel Channel they were doing a story about Nostradamus and all his predictions and everything. And I think they said, but they had a, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but 2044 nuclear war. We're fucked. So in 23 years, you can kiss your ass goodbye because you'll be all radiated like in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. A nuclear bomb will hit, we're all evaporated, and the entire planet goes bye-bye. What's all this climate change and shit? And then we see Joe Biden sleeping on a job in Sweden. He's like, is it bedtime for you, Joe? That's why your approval rating is 42 fucking %. This is what happens, America, when you fuck up the election last year. All these secret ballots, all this shit, all that circus that happened. Freaking Trump had a fucking 13-point lead in Pennsylvania. Next thing you know, we have to wait all morning, and then we hear, oh, Joe Biden just won Pennsylvania. He wins Arizona. He wins this and that because of fake votes. And I'm not saying it, I'm not saying I'm not being, a Trump supporter. I mean, I did vote for him in 2016, and I was going to vote for him in 2020, but I was like, you know what? It was already a circus. I was like, fuck this. And you see my fuck election day rant. So, I was like, what was the point at this point, but, you got to blame Trump for, the insurrection on January the 6th, so. But, I mean, Trump said that he's going to run again in 2024. It's going to be huge. I'm coming back. It's going to be huge. Ron DeSantis is going to be my running mate. It's going to be huge. We're going to make America great again. Again. I'm coming back. It's going to be huge. If you don't like it, you're fired. That's it. I'm saying it right now. Trump DeSantis 2024. Let's get it done. Get it done. Get that sleepy old fart out and take that bitch with him. And take Nancy Pelosi out as well. Fuck her. And if you don't like that, then, well, too bad. If you're a Biden supporter, well, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm just saying. I'd rather have him in office instead of sleepy Joe Biden who just does nothing. At least Trump kind of did something with the coronavirus. Just did it in the wrong way, but don't even get me started with that. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the story about the vaccinations and shit. Okay, Andrew Zarian of the Madmen Pro Wrestling podcast tweeted out something very interesting that a source told him. It was implied that WWE made the call to release 4 superstars, well, I thought it was 5, but 4, due to their vaccination status. Okay, this is coming from him. I think this is from Andrew Zarian, and I quote on ringsidenews.com. Spoke to a source regarding the WWE roster cuts. It's believed that possibly 4 individuals were released due to not being vaccinated. And really don't give the names out. But anyway, WWE isn't taking chances with COVID-19, obviously. And they realize the risk involved with traveling around the country. The names of those unvaccinated fighters were not revealed, but we do know that Nia Jax was very outspoken in the past about letting her immune system do the work if she ever catches COVID. So, yeah. So, if Nia Jax would have got COVID, well, she would have let her fat body, try to heal itself instead of going, getting the shot and everything. So that's that. And that's it. So I'm thinking that Vince McMahon or Nick Khan's gonna come out tomorrow or something like that and have a mandate that all our superstars and people that work at the Performance Center have to be vaccinated. That's another stupid mandate that nobody's gonna care for. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me see if there's another story on Ringside News. Actually, it's kind of a follow up. Okay, fire to the smoke. Let's see. Okay. Well, it's just basically the same thing. On Ringside News about Nia Jax being openly a anti-vaxxer and everything. Another one was Karrion Kross. So, Jax has also been outspoken about her immune system is all she needs to fight the virus. It's not being confirmed by WWE that they release anyone for that reason. But the official reason given to All Talent today was budget cuts. The company's not copying to this vaccination reason, but that doesn't mean it didn't play into it. So take it for what you will, and that's that. Let's see. Okay. There's some stories from the released wrestlers. If you guys want to hear it, I guess I'll do it right now. All right. Let's get to Scarlett Bordeaux, who the soon-to-be wife of Karrion Kross. Scarlett jokes about a bra and panties death match after her release. Basically, she's out of work and not happy about it. Obviously, you hate to get released or get laid off from your job. I mean, it happened to me once. So it is what it is. Scarlett tweeted out a little message to her fans. Some of them might be shell-shocked by her release. She had a little joke to let them know that her brain is still churning about all the possibilities that await her outside of Vince McMahon's company. Okay, this is coming from her Twitter page. Time to fulfill my wrestling dream of having a hardcore bra and panties match. And then she says, but seriously. Scarlett's NXT non-compete clause is actually up 60 days before Karrion Kross's his release date or his non-compete clause. So I think Scarlett's got 30 days, so she can come basically in another company by the end of the year or by January. And Karrion Kross has I believe a 90-day clause. So well, he can't wrestle until the end of February, basically. So we probably won't see them. Well, we won't see Karrion Kross till March. And as far as Scarlett goes, she can go back to Impact. She can go back to AAA, or go to AEW, and just wait for her husband to find a job wherever he might go. So it is what it is, and that's that. But yeah, I would love to see a bra and panties death match with light tubes and barbed wire and explosions and just kill each other in underwear. Just fake boobies popping out, all the silicone popping out of their boobies and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I'm a sick guy, but it is what it is. And that's that. All right, let's hear from Mia Yim, who the WWE dropped the ball with. Besides Bearcat Keith Lee, they really dropped the ball with both of them. Especially Keith Lee, former NXT champion, former North American champion. They bring him up the main roster, and on his first goddamn match on the Raw brand, he loses to Randy Orton, and then beats him in 7 minutes at Payback. And then the third match, he loses, and then he's kind of in obscurity, and he was supposed to go for the United States title, I think at the Elimination Chamber, or I forget, sometime in February. They take him out, because of his condition, his heart condition, and which is sad enough. But he came back, had some matches on dark matches. Then he had a couple matches on the Raw brand against Killer Kross. Then some meaningless jobber matches against Akira Tozawa. And then they changed his name to Keith Bearcat Lee, which is stupid. They changed his theme song. And then now he's gone. Oh, maybe he should go back to PWG and bring back his Bask in His Glory theme. But yeah, he'll probably be back in PWG. I can guarantee that one. But other than that, I would think that him and Mia Yim are probably going to go to either AEW or Impact. But we'll see. I would think he's going to AEW and Mia Yim at this point. But they really dropped the ball on both of them. And some of these other stars, they kind of dropped the ball with Scarlett, Killer Kross. Other than that, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. All right, so here's Mia Yim was released tonight, and she was just called up to the Raw brand under her real name, which I think is I don't know if Mia Yim's her actual name, but I could be wrong. Now WWE fans will not see the HBIC, the head bitch in charge, do her thing on the Raw brand. Following her release, Mia Yim tweeted out a short video, which you can see on her Twitter page. I think she has it on her Instagram as well. But basically, it was a short video from the movie Friday. The video featured Smokey. If you've seen Friday, you might know who Smokey is. So Smokey saying, "God damn, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off." Damn! No. So yeah, she got fired on her day off, among other people that probably had a day off or days off. Who knows? She also included a caption that was very confident about her future endeavors. Okay, so she said on Twitter from her Twitter page, 90 days, let's get to work. So she's got a 90-day non-compete clause. So that ends in February. Will end February the 4th, 2021. So she could appear, and probably Keith Lee, they could appear at Revolution. Some of these stars could be at Revolution or in Impact or at your local indie fed in February 2022. They could go to Japan. So anyway, Mia says 90 days, let's get to work. And then for inquiries, she gives her email, her management email. So I'm not going to give that out. We'll have to see how quickly Mia Yim's schedule fills up in the next 90 days. Odds are she won't have much trouble finding a lot of places that are itching to book her. So could be Impact. She can go back to Impact. I don't know. Don't bring her back as Jade. Where I don't think that should happen. She could go to the NWA. Maybe fight Camille or Melina. I would love to see Mia Yim and Mickie James go at it again, and Mia Yim and Rosemary going at it again. The Prophecy is not going to be happy with that. Especially my demon bride, Valerie Sky. She ain't gonna be happy about that. Why is that witch back? I don't know, my demon. I don't know. I think we'll have to talk to the master about that. I really don't know. Go figure that one out. So, just go make some more witches stew. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, our thoughts go out to everyone who was released today, the same day that WWE announced profits across the board during their third quarter 2021 earnings statement. So, got that, and that's it. All right, then they showed the video Smokey saying what he's got to say. Actually, I can play that for you if you want. I'll probably get copyrighted. I don't give a shit. Whoop. I hit the button by accident, so try that again.
Damn. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
You must be a stupid motherfucker. I love Friday, man. I love what's his name? Chris is that Chris Tucker, right? From the Friday movies and the movies with Jackie Chan. Are you understanding the words are coming out of my mouth? Motherfucker, I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. I digress. I love Chris Tucker. I love him, man. Not like that, but he's a great comic. But I digress. All right. If you care about this, the Lucha House Party commented about their release. Lindsay Dorado and Gran Metalik. Hey, they can join Kalisto now in Triple A. And maybe Sin Cara. And form the bigger Lucha Jobber Party. But I digress. Okay. Both members of the Lucha Jobber Party, Gran Metalik and actually Gran Metalik, who previously requested his release, finally got it, had a rather touching thank you tweet to send off directed to Vince McMahon and the WWE. Okay, this is from well, actually, this is from. Well, which one is this from? Well, it's from Lindsay Dorado, I think. But anyway, I'll read it off anyway. And I quote: "Thank you, WWE Universe, for welcoming me with open arms during my stay in the company. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for granting me my release. I will miss you, WWE Universe. Remember, the most important thing in life is to be happy. See you soon. The King of the Ropes, Mascala Dolada." So I think that's Gran Metalik. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think that was him. Lindsay Dorado also tweeted out a video of Conor McGregor saying, "Surprise, surprise, motherfucker, the king is back." So we'll see where they go. They got a 90-day non-compete clause, but I think they're going back to Triple A. They'll probably face FTR, but we'll see. They were supposed to be fan favorites. They were supposed to sell a lot of merch. That didn't sell a lot of merch. Yeah, so that's basically it for that. Yeah, Gran Metalik said that on Twitter, what I mentioned before. Then he has a picture. It says free with a couple of emojis and a hourglass emoji. Then Lindsay Dorado has a video up, basically of Conor McGregor. No, I'm not gonna play that. I don't give a shit about. Of that. So, all right. Anyway, I mentioned Jordynne Grace is pissed about the latest round of releases. So, yeah, Big Mama Pump, not a happy camper right now. Anyway, well, she was not released. She just pissed off at her friends that were there, like Franky Monet and others. She's pissed. So Jordynne Grace was not released by the WWE, obviously. In fact, she's not even on the contract with Vince McMahon's company. Odds are Grace isn't too eager to sign on a dotted line with them now, because it looks like, from what she's saying there, maybe NXT or the WWE were trying to sign her. That would have been a really bad idea. I mean, good, because, could have saw Big Mama Pump in the WWE, but probably ruin her, like they ruined Taya Valkyrie. But anyway, Jordynne Grace, I've said that already. Franky Monet had just moved from California, so she could be closer to Orlando's Performance Center. Jordynne Grace and Taya Valkyrie are close, and the former Franky Monet situation was likely what caused Jordynne to send out some scathing tweets. And These are not good tweets. I'll let you know that. One of them says, it's very simple. Watch and spend your money on something else. It's just fucking ridiculous at this point. I mean, really, right now, who would want to watch WWE at this point? Only schmucks like certain people we know. WWE shills and WWE marks, basically. That's that. She also says, it's one thing to not renew someone's contract. It's another thing to have someone uproot their entire lives, move to an unfamiliar area, we really talk about Taya Valkyrie here, and release them from their contract mere months into their contract. So you sign, and then next thing you know, you're gone. Sucks. So fucking stupid. And basically said that's what's fucked up. This is why the WWE is in the toilet right now. Jordan Grace's opinion was echoed throughout the fan base. Many feel the same way that she does about the releases. And they talk about the third quarter earnings. So WWE is going bankrupt. Just about. They're losing a lot of money right now. A lot. And you can say that it's all because of the pandemic and everything. Fans are not coming to the arenas, blah, blah, blah. Because nobody wants to see the product. The product is garbage. Why do you think they can't sell out the Nassau Mausoleum? Oh, we'll put Roman Reigns on the show. We'll sell tickets. They still can't sell it out. Why do you think AEW is selling out every arena every single night? In big arenas where the WWE is going. They sold out the United Center. The WWE goes there. They pretty much sold out Arthur Ashe Stadium because they couldn't go to the Madison Square Garden. They couldn't even go to the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is ROH territory, now GCW territory soon. They couldn't go to Madison Square Garden. So next thing you know, it's like, let's go to Queens. Let's go to an open air stadium. Oh, a dome, really. But they sold out Arthur Ashe Stadium, 22,000 fans, the largest crowd in AEW history. And now they're going to the Nassau Mausoleum, and next month, that's already sold out. Among other places they go, like Kansas City, they're going to be in St. Louis tomorrow at that arena. Probably sold that out already. The Target Center is sold out for full gear. I can only imagine where Revolution's going to be. That arena's going to sell out. Arthur Ashe Stadium's going to sell out again next year when they do that big super show. Chicago All Out's going to be sold out again. And then whatever the third and fourth shows they do at the end of next year, those are going to be sold out. Because AEW is doing things the right way. And Vince McMahon is killing his company. And Nick Khan and Bruce Pritchard and John Laurinaitis. They're all killing the company. They're getting rid of stars that are old. We don't need you. You're 38. Get out of here. We don't want you. Yet they got people on the main roster that are in their 40s and 50s. Randy Orton's in his 40s. Finn Balor is 40. Damian Priest is 39 years old. Well, we want to be young. We don't want to get. We want to be a younger product. That's what really NXT 2.0 is. They want a younger, like a developmental company, like an indie fed almost. And they get rid of old people like Frank like Taya Valkyrie, who's 38. And she's married and has 2 dogs. Doesn't have kids, but she has 2 dogs. And that she went all the way from California to go to Orlando to be on the NXT product. And now she's probably going to have to say, well, I guess I'll go back to California. Why don't I even move here? Well, besides the weather, which is warm, you know, Florida's not a great state to live, but because you got to worry about the hurricanes and shit. But it's always warm, depending on where you live. Really, South Florida is always hot. It's like almost not Arizona hot, but or if you live in California where it barely rains. So I don't know. This company is fucking stupid. Run by fucking dumbasses. One needs to die and the other ones need to get the fuck out. Just it is just fucking sad. I feel bad for these people. Some of them. I'm kind of shocked with Nia Jax. Actually, I'm really shocked because I would never think that Nia Jax would get released because she's she's affiliated with The Rock and they release her during The Rock month because this whole month's dedicated to The Rock. So I would think the Dwayne might be calling Vince McMahon saying, "Hey, what are you doing to my cousin?" I don't know. I feel bad for Keith Lee. I feel bad for Mia Yim. They're out of a job right now, but I still think they're going to go to PWG probably next year. Well, they could probably make an appearance in PWG, but they can't fight. So, because I know PWG's got a new show coming up this month. So, we'll see what happens with that. Scarlett and Killer Kross, they can appear in Triple A again, but can't compete. But some of these people can make an appearance, but they just can't fight right now. Non-competing, so means not fight, but you can still show up in AEW on Friday night. So we'll see what happens. And the same thing with Bray Wyatt. We don't know where he's gonna go at the moment, and Braun Strowman. But we do know where Kevin Steen might be going. And I'm not that. Let me see. Anything else? Not. Well, they do have a story about the WWE cancels training classes at the Performance Center after a wave of releases. So if you're taking a class at the Performance Center, you're probably out of a job too. Oh damn! I wasted $500 for this. I'm going back home. That's that. Yeah, they talk about Mia Yim getting released from a contract. The Lucha House Party. They released Davey Boy Smith Jr. again. Harry Smith again. They released Eva Marie, Keith Lee, Nia Jax, Killer Kross, Ember Moon, B-Fab, Taya Valkyrie. Actually, let me see if I can go into that story about Taya Valkyrie. Maybe I can. I think I can read what she said on Twitter. Oh yeah. Okay. Franky Monet, who is married to John Morrison or John Hennigan, was released. Sadly, her name is reportedly one of a few who received this bad news. She already sent out a tweet to declare that Taya Valkyrie is back, and she changed her name back to Taya Valkyrie on Twitter, among like a lot of other people have been doing right now. Like like Oni Lorcan changed his name back to Bip Busick. I would think that other people are going to be changing their names back on Twitter. So yeah, Taya put out a tweet, said Taya Valkyrie. Sean Ross Sapp, a good friend, confirmed that Taya Valkyrie was released from her contracts. Also reported that several others were released, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, Taya changed the name back. Franky Monet changed the name to Taya Valkyrie back on Twitter. But then she, I think she has some other stuff, stuff with that, and yeah, that's basically all I gotta say about that. The release, the bottom line is these releases, some of them are kind of shocking. The Keith Lee one is not really a shock. I think I saw it coming because I don't even know what they were gonna do with Keith Bearcat Lee with a stupid fucking name. But they dropped the ball with him. They dropped the ball with Karrion Kross, making him lose to Jeff Hardy in 90 seconds. And then they start making him a monster heel. They change his whole look. He's wearing that stupid demolition-like helmet. Then he's got a freaking vest on. Looked hideous. They kind of changed his theme. Scarlett's not there. Because he's like, oh, well, Scarlett's injured. We can't medically clear her. What was the injury? I mean, what was Scarlett's injury? Did she have a damaged pussy? I don't know. I mean, don't blame me about that, but whatever. But, I mean, they never explained why they didn't bring Scarlett up to the main roster. Just like, oh, she's not medically cleared. What's the fucking injury? I mean, if Scarlett was hiding it, then I could say, okay, yeah. She's hiding it. We don't know what her injury was. But, look, I mean, the last time we saw her was at NXT TakeOver, 36, I think? Or maybe before that? She looked great. I don't know. They just dropped the ball with them. And then, like I said, they were supposed to, redo his gimmick. He was supposed to have a character change. He was supposed to be maybe a psycho killer or something like that. I don't know if they're going to bring him back. If they're going to bring him back and maybe with Scarlett, or they're just going to bring Karrion Kross. It's like, Scarlett, you can go wherever you want. Go to Peter Gilmore's bedroom. Okay. My bedroom was always open, so. But I digress. I don't know, but they dropped the ball on those four people, and they're probably going. Well, Karrion Kross probably go back to AAA with Scarlett to reform the Killer Smoke show. They could go to AEW. They could go to Japan. They can't go to Ring of Honor because Ring of Honor is not a thing anymore. In a month from now, Ring of Honor won't be around. But we'll see what happens with that. And Franky Monet might go back to Impact, or she will go to AEW in February. So some of these stars we could see in AEW or on Impact on February the 5th, really. Some of the stars that go to AEW will probably be debuting at Revolution, which is at the I think Revolution at the end of February, or sometime in February. I know that. Probably somewhere before the Saudi Arabia show that the WWE doing in February. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. Other than that, some of the other stars are just gonna have to wait 3 months to get a paycheck. It sucks. I hope they have enough money in the bank, so they don't have to take a job at McDonald's just to make money. It's just sad. I just feel bad for these people. But this is what happens with a company that's failing. They want to change. They want to get rid of the old junk. They want to bring in new junk. That's why the company's losing a lot of money. Because half of them are eating a lot in catering. So don't blame them. Maybe you blame Titus. So Titus, what are you feeding these people? We can't afford to give you all this food that you give them. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, leave me your thoughts down below, or if you're still watching, you can come in the chat for a little bit. We're probably gonna end shop pretty soon, and then I'll edit this thing up, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings, if there's gonna be any more releases, and that's that. All right, let's get to some chat from Nick, and then I got a couple of news stories I want to get into, like late night news stories that it is what it is. I do it better than you know who, with his fake inflated views, but I digress. All right, Nick says, and John Laurinaitis, People power! I got rid of everybody, baby! So bump up me now! My show! You're an idiot, John Laurinaitis. You're an idiot. I like saying your name, John Laurinaitis! Or John Laryngitis. Folk man. And that's that. And we'll move on. Alright. Here's a guy I haven't seen in a while. Jack Rules 321 says, at least the smoke show is coming back. We hope. We'll be back in WWE. We'll be in AEW. Or will it be in AAA or back in Impact? We'll see. I don't know. If I would think Impact would love to have him back. I don't know. I think they left on good terms. Kross and Scarlett. They can go back and maybe we'll see Moose versus Killer Kross once again. And they'll just have Scarlett, just show off her titties to well, he's not there anymore, Kevin Matthews, and the other guy's still there, Fala. So maybe Scarlett can show her titties to Fala again. And then it'll be like, no, no, no! I got new girlfriend now. You go away. No, no, no! You can't suck my dick. No! I digress. Big ups to Fala Ba. And for that matter, Kevin Matthews, who runs Creative Pro. Not Creative Pro, Wrestle Pro. In New Jersey. He's a good guy. Kevin Matthews is a good guy, but he looks like Biff Tannen from the Back to the Future movies. Just don't tell him. Just don't tell him that because he kind of gets angry. I didn't say it to him, but I guess I just said hello and that's it. I saw him at a show in I think it was the same show Nick was at, the Wrestle Pro show at the show in Bay Ridge. Nick might know that show. Scarlett was on the show. Eli Drake was there. And they were doing a autograph signing like beforehand. I met Scarlett and everything. You've seen the picture. It's on my Facebook. 210s meet. She just put her hand on my shoulder. I got nervous. I told her after. I says, you made me nervous. She goes, why? He says, well, one, you're hot as fuck, right? And says, two, I don't know where your husband might be. Where Killer Kross might be somewhere in the back. You want to kick my ass. So I'm like, nice to meet you. Good luck tonight. And then I proceeded to go to the bathroom and jerk off. I digress. But anyway, then I met Eli Drake. That guy's an awesome person live. I went up to him and said, hey, Eli, what's up, my man? Say, I'm not a dummy. He goes, no dummies here, sir. And then we took a picture, and that was it. That was it. That's it. But where's Eli Drake doing right now? Now he's known as L.A. Knight. And then a ridiculous fucking feud now with Grayson Waller. Ugh! I'm telling you, they gotta probably release him too. That'll really piss me off. But Eli can go right back to Impact. I just do, his dummy. Yeah. Let me talk to you. At least they're letting him use that, but they're not letting him say dummy. Just saying, let me talk to you. Former $1 million champion, and then after that, really did nothing. Was in the world title tournament, that fatal 4-way match at the beginning of NXT 2.0, and then right from there, kind of went downhill. Now he's in a stupid feud with Grayson Waller. And now I think he's still kind of in a feud with Grayson Waller. I mean, can we please give Eli Drake a North American title run, please? Or an NXT title run? Come on. Before they maybe bring him up to the main roster to ruin him. Again. Not the first rodeo for Eli Drake in WWE. We all remember that. He was there. They released him. He goes to Impact. Becomes a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. He was great. He had the whole crowd was loving him with the "Dummy, yeah" stuff. And then he gets released, goes back to WWE. Now he's known as LA Knight, and had probably the feud of the summer with Karrion Kross to the moon, and with Ted DiBiase. That lasted for like what, a couple months. He wins the title, then he loses the title at the next takeover. And then the belt basically gone. Cameron goes his own way. Eli goes goes the other way. Now he's in a ridiculous feud with Grayson Waller. And Cameron now in a feud with Duke Hudson. And he might be getting a character change. They're going to shave his face. They're going to probably shave his head and shave his chest hair. It's not going to be Trevor Lee anymore. Or Cameron Grimes, or whatever you want to call him. They're going to ruin him. See, there's these fucking idiots that decide, like, oh, we're going to run NXT. We're going to change the company. We don't need these old farts anymore. We're going to change the company around and make it more kid-friendly. Or whatever like that. We want to be like a developmental company. I just have the main show. Yet you got 40-some-odd-year-old Tommaso Ciampa there. And Samoa Joe, who's getting close to 40 as well, I think. But he's, I don't know where he is. And everybody else is in their late 20s or early 30s at this point. You calling that the future? Who is the future of WWE if they're getting rid of all these people from NXT? Ciampa? Probably not. Samoa Joe, if he comes back? Probably not. Braun Breaker? Probably not. Von Wagner? Probably not. All these other people not going to be, stars. Even in the women's division, Mandy Rose, who, supposedly getting, praise now from Vince McMahon. Oh yeah, now you're getting praise from Vince McMahon after Vince McMahon said, "Well, we don't need you on the main roster. Go to NXT, win the women's championship, turn into a slut, change your hair color, get two other sluts like Priscilla Kelly and JC Jane, form Toxic Attraction, and they're the hottest thing in NXT right now. I'm probably sucking everybody's dick in the back." Hey, sex sells, but I mean, that's not the way really they should sell that, but it is what it is. I mean, who's going to be the female star of the WWE when Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley, if she comes back, when they, get older, because most of them are doing their 20s and stuff. I think Charlotte's like in her 30s. And I think Becky's, close to 30 or somewhere around there. Who's going to be the star of WWE on the female side? Raquel Gonzalez? Maybe. Rhea Ripley? Maybe. Bianca Belair? Maybe. Nikki Ashhole? Probably not. Carmella? Probably not. She'll be sucking Corey Graves' dick for the rest of her life. Unless they break up, which I'm hoping they do. I would love that. Love to have a nice laugh at, They'll get married. 2 years later, we don't need you anymore. I just married you to fuck me. It is what it is. I mean, Selena Vega, probably not. Probably gonna release her again pretty soon. She's got a big push right now, but I mean, how long is that gonna last? And then what's gonna happen after that? She'll have this queen gimmick, and then next thing you know, is basically back to catering for you, and then you're released. Go be with Tommy in AEW, which they should have done in the first place. But I digress. Sorry for the light. The light's back in the usual place again. But it was over here, where it should be, but now it's here again. Go figure that one out. I don't know. But there's no stars. There's no future for the WWE. There is none. Roman's not getting any older. He's like around 40 now. Edge is finishing his career. He's 50-something now. I mean, you're really going to build your company around Roman and then bring back fart knockers like Edge and Goldberg? Can't bring back The Undertaker anymore. I know he's 55, but, he ain't coming back. Even for an appearance. Maybe an appearance, yeah, okay. But fighting? Probably not. Where is the WWE going to be in the next 5-10 years? Is Roman still going to be the head of the table? Our tribal chief? Maybe. But then, when Roman decides that, he gets, God forbid Roman gets hurt. Like, seriously hurt. He's out for like a year or two. Who's going to pick up the slack? Randy Orton? Probably not. AJ? Definitely not. Finn Balor? No. They got nobody to pick up the slack if Roman goes down. Like his, I don't want to say it, but if his leukemia comes back, he's now in remission, thankfully. But God forbid, he gets COVID or some other. His leukemia comes back, and he's gonna be out for a while. Who picks up the slack? Seth Rollins? No. Big E? Probably not. The New Day? No. They got nobody. They got nobody because they release people. They don't mold anybody. Hunter molded all these guys and girls in NXT, his little baby. They go up to the main roster, and Vince says, okay, we'll give you a little bit of a run. Bap! Hits him with the golden shovel. Next thing you know, they're released or in catering. It's fucking sick. It makes me fucking sick. That's why I can't support WWE. I can't. There's people that I like in WWE, but I cannot support the company. And that's why I support AEW up the wazoo. I'm not a mark. A lot of people saying, oh, Peter Gilmore's an AEW mark. Fuck you. I am not a mark. I'm a wrestling fan. All right? I'll bash WWE all day. I don't give a shit. AEW is not the greatest thing in the world either. They have some flaws. I'll bash them once in a while. New Japan, once in a while, they'll have some problems. Not all the time, but I'll praise New Japan all the time because New Japan is Ichiban forever. And I really don't talk about Impact that much. I don't even do reviews like I used to because I really don't watch Impact on Thursday night. I get the highlights, but I don't watch the product anymore. Same, almost the same. I can say almost the same thing for Ring of Honor because they don't have a major TV deal. I have to watch it on ringofhonorwrestling.com. But now Ring of Honor is basically semi-dead, or I'll quote the Princess Bride, one of the greatest moves of the late 80s, early 90s. He's not dead. He's mostly dead. That's what Ring of Honor is. Mostly dead. They got rid of the entire roster, and everybody's going to WWE or Impact right now, or maybe AEW or Japan or AAA. At least they can still find a job after December the 12th. They'll need to find some work until Ring of Honor 2.0 comes back. I don't know who will be on that roster. I don't know if some of the big names will be coming back to Ring of Honor, like a Brody King or Red Titus Dictative, Kenny King, Jay Lethal. I don't even know the Briscoes can even come back from because they're in kind of hot water with those homophobic tweets they've made. That story came out, so I don't know if they could go to AEW, and if they feel like going back to Ring of Honor, I don't know if Joe Koff and company Yeah, Joe Koff's still going to be running Ring of Honor, by the way. Sadly, Sinclair is still going to be owning that company when they come back in April. Really, they shouldn't, but who knows? We don't know. The Briscoes will come back. Shane Taylor Productions, we don't know if they're going to come back. Mandy Rose. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mandy Leone, Roxy, the women's champion, Maria Kanellis, Matt Taven. All the men and women there in Ring of Honor, they're going to either go to different companies, and then when Ring of Honor opens its doors again for Supercard on a weekend, they're going to have a brand new roster, probably have brand new champions. Well, basically after December 12th, whoever is the champion, well, you're not the champion no more. So Roxy's not going to be the women's champion anymore unless they keep the belts off of them for 3 months. Then they come back and say, "Oh, you're gonna defend the title at our Super Card of Honor event." Roxy will still be the women's champion. Shane Taylor Productions will still be the 6-man tag team champions. I forget who's the tag team champions at this point. Bandito is the Ring of Honor champion. He's probably going back to AAA. He's going to be in PWG. He is the PWG heavyweight champion. So he can go to PWG. So no problem with where Bandito goes. As far as everybody else, the Briscoes are going to be in GCW as well with Bandito. They're the GCW tag team champions. So at least they got somewhere to go. They still make a pretty decent amount of money. But, are they going to come back to Ring of Honor? Is Joe Goff going to allow them to come back? Some of these people that are basically gone are going to have him. He's going to call up all these men and women like, "Oh, we're back. We'll give you a 1-year contract from April to December. I'll somehow pay you." I don't know. I don't know what Ring of Honor is going to do after December the 12th. It's still going to be around. They're doing best of shows on their TV show. Well, that's great and dandy. No new content until April. Because when they do come back, they're not going to do what they do on their TV show. They do TV tapings, and then it's backlogged 3 months. What they're going to do, which I think they should have done in the first place, was tape the show and show it the next week. So when they do a live event from like the Hammerstein, they we're going to tape Ring of Honor TV. We're going to tape 4 episodes of Ring of Honor TV, like at a house show or something like that. No, or they just have a random house show, which they've done before. I'm not saying like Manhattan Mayhem or Final Battle or Best in the World or whatever like that. They'll have a house show. And then they've done that at Terminal 5 for the 200th, I think it was the 200th episode of Ring of Honor TV, which I was at, by the way. They'll tape 4 episodes. And then, there you go. 4 weeks of television. The same thing with Impact. I know it'll be backlogged because, their next show or their pay-per-view won't be for like another month or two. So I'm like, we got to do 4 weeks of television in one night. Wait a month, and then do another house show, and do 4 weeks of television to get to the pay-per-view, and then maybe the next show they do should be a highlight show, or they'll tape some matches before like a pay-per-view. Not that YouTube exclusive shit. They should just tape 2 matches before the pay-per-view and have them on TV either that night is supposed to be on, or next week. They'll have the 2 matches and then highlights from Final Battle or whatever. But we'll see what happens with that. But no more of this backlog TV shit. We're gonna tape the show and we see it like right then and there. But I don't know who's going to be funding Ring of Honor in 2022 in April. If it's Sinclair, I think it's a bad idea. You know, they were making money. Now they're like, down the toilet. Joe Cronin showed on his show. He showed the stocks. I think for Sinclair, they were going up, and then they kind of went down. That's why they can't pay their stars anymore. They had us like, oh, we're closing down because we have no money. Because they signed people to exclusive deals, which I think was stupid. But I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know what's going to happen to Ring of Honor in 2022. I'll still support the company because when Ring of Honor came out in 2002, really 2001, but 2002, because they're about to hit their 20th anniversary. Same thing with Impact. Ring of Honor was the indie company that I fell in love with. So it was like the alternatives. I missed ECW, which turned into a shit show with the WWE version. But Ring of Honor came out. They had great guys like Bryan Danielson, Punk, Joe, Homicide, Chris Hero, Tyler Black. We all know Seth Rollins, Nigel McGuinness, Jay Lethal, the Briscoes, American Wolves, Kevin Steen, Generico, Adam Cole, Baby, Hangman Adam Page, Roddy, Red Dragon, the Bucks, Marty, Cody. Then after 2017, when all those guys left, most of them, after Steen and Generico and everybody else left, and then they had Adam Cole and the Elite and the Bullet Club. And AJ was there for a little while. Samoa Joe came back for a little bit just to finish his career in Ring of Honor. Same thing with AJ. After that, at the end of 2017, when Sinclair bought the company, everybody was gone. Their stars were gone. Then the whole thing with Marty was the booker. And that whole Me Too thing with his sexual harassment shit fucked his career up. And then Ring of Honor kind of went down the toilet. I mean, they still had stars, but didn't have many veterans there. Besides, like, PCO and Riches, Kenny King and the Briscoes, Jay Lethal. They had up-and-coming stars, like Shane Taylor Productions and Eli Isom and Dalton Castle, Matt Taven, Vincent, Creepy Vincent, you know what I mean. Then this year they brought back Homicide to form Violence Unlimited with Tony Deppen and Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Dog, Chris Dickinson. Jonathan Gresham comes in the Ring of Honor, wins the Pure title. They brought back the Pure title. Thank the Lord for that. He was a great champion, and Tony Deppen whipped his ass. They bring back the Women of Honor tournament. Roxy wins the tournament. They had some good people there in the tournament. Like Amanda, I think was her name. Amanda Alizé, I think her name was. Mandy Leon was in it. Quinn McKay, that hot piece of ass Quinn McKay, was in there. Somehow beat I think Angelina Love, or she beat Mandy. One of those. They were there. Mandy Leon and Angelina Love. There's a couple other women that we didn't know who they were. Gabby. Was it? There was Gabby Garcia. A couple other women that we didn't know about that were in that tournament. Maria Kanellis was running the tournament. Chelsea Green kind of came back. That was kind of cool to see Chelsea Green and everything. So it looked like, Ring of Honor was still kind of like an indie fed, this year. They had stars, up-and-coming stars. Just their television deal was garbage. It was garbage, and then they signing people to exclusive deals, and they can't really pay them. And I mean, you can blame the pandemic. I mean, they didn't have many shows with fans, and most of the shows were in Baltimore and Philadelphia because they're never gonna come back to New York until maybe next year, if at all. There wasn't that many fans that they usually get. They're buying tickets. They're trying to buy merchandise, you know. But I think Sinclair, not Todd Sinclair, Rose's second husband, but I think Sinclair buying Ring of Honor was kind of a mistake. I thought at first it was like, oh yeah, Sinclair's great. Nobody has the broadcasting network. They're on freaking Comet, and nobody has that. So I mean, if you want to watch, the syndicated programming you have to go on Honor Club and pay $9.99 a month or whatever it was, $12.99 a month. Fortunately, I got that for free, but whatever, it is what it is. But still, they should have got. They should have tried to get at least a semi good TV deal. Go to Spike if Spike wanted wrestling back. Go to FX. Go on ESPN. Go somewhere we can watch this shit. Go on Access TV. Maybe Access TV to put Ring of Honor on Thursday night right after Impact. Have a 1 hour show for a Ring of Honor. You have Impact from 8 to 10, and then 10 to 11, you have Ring of Honor. And then I think Friday nights they have coming back WOW. I don't know if they show New Japan anymore, which they really should, but I'm not gonna get JR and Josh Barnett to do commentary anymore. Or if they do bring it back, why don't you just have Mr. Hermaphrodite himself, Kevin Kelly, just do the entire fucking show by himself, or have one of the guys that's in New Japan with him that does the commentary for New Japan English. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Ring of Honor. I don't even know what's going to happen with all these stars that are released now. I don't know where they're going to go. Probably going to. Well, the only places they can go is either AAA, Impact, AEW, or Japan, or a local indie fed. But most of them have 60 to 90 day non-compete clauses, so they can't wrestle until February. So they're out of money for 3 months, which sucks. Especially some of those NXT stars, because they got to pay rent, because they might be renting an apartment in Orlando right near the Performance Center. That sucks for them because they can't work for 3 months. Hopefully they save some of that money. But I don't know. It just sucks when, you get released and you're looking for a job, and in this fucking economy, you barely can get a job. But at least, you got guys like Tony Khan, who has tons of money. You can go to Japan and talk to Mr. Miyamoto. I mean, what it is, and they can go to Japan, make some yen. I don't know how much money they would get in yen, but that translates to American money. They could go to AAA, make some money down in Mexico. They could go to Puerto Rico. They could go to Impact and see how much Scott D'Amore and Anthem gives them. They could go, to your local indie fed and make about $20. Or, if the promoter has a lot of money, you can say, hey, we'll bring in Scarlett Bordeaux and give her about $200. She's way more than $200, but it is what it is. We'll see. All right, so that's basically all I got to say about it. It's 2:15 in the morning. I got nothing else to say. I'm kind of just pissed off with some of these WWE releases. I think you are too. And there's probably more to come tomorrow. So probably by the time SmackDown goes on the air, there'll be a lot more people that are getting released. They already released one guy that's I think it was like the senior vice president of creative, I should say. So they got rid of him, and now 18 people today. 5 of them because they didn't want to get vaccinated. But well, I don't know. It is what it is. All right, let's finish this up with the last few comments that we got. Not a big show tonight. I know it was late. I apologize. I should have done this earlier, but guys got to live too, and I was like really fucking tired. I'm still kind of tired now, so I'm gonna try to do this video and then probably go right to sleep. But I might stay up for like maybe another half hour or an hour. But it is what it is. The weekend's here, the first weekend of November, and I hope you all enjoy it. That's that. All right, Jack Rue says, I mentioned that the Smoke Show coming back, probably to Impact or going to AEW. We'll go back to AAA. That's that. All right, Nick says B-Fab also works in music. Yeah, I know she's a rapper. I know. We know that. So is Ashanti Adonis, Isaiah So Scott, and Top Dot. Like I said, Top Dot and Ashanti Adonis. All of them are working music. All of them. That's why they did their own theme song. So B-Fab can go back to working in music, maybe doing some like either her own album or I don't know. I don't know what B-Fab will be doing in the future. You could see her in another wrestling promotion, but I don't know. I think she's gonna just go back to the studio and drop those hits, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. I understand. Anyway, all right. Nick says Killer Kross back to AAA, possibly with Scarlett to reform the Killer Smoke Show. We'll see. We'll see what happens to that. All right. Final comment of the night from Nick: the Franky Monet gimmick, what a waste. Yeah, basically, they signed her, and they signed her like what? A couple, like 3 to 5 months ago, somewhere around there. I might be maybe more than 5-6 months ago. I thought it was good. Ooh, Taya Valkyrie's here. We got Raquel Gonzalez won the title back at NXT Stand and Deliver and doing WrestleMania weekend. And then they signed Taya Valkyrie. I'm like, oh, there's a great match right there. Taya Valkyrie and Raquel Gonzalez. They were supposed to do it, then they had to bump it, then they finally do it, and Raquel Gonzalez whips the crap out of Taya Valkyrie. And then that's it. We didn't see Taya Valkyrie much on TV. Dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. I really can't blame Hunter. I can't blame Sean for that. Blame Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who took over on NXT. Same thing for Bruce bitchered. But it was a stupid to just give her a stupid name like Franky Monet and kind of give her like a French accent, even though she was basically talking as herself. I was hoping they have Io, when Io lost the title, and then they had that thing where Io went away, and they had a confrontation and everything, and Io's like, I like cats. And then I don't think they did that match. I was thinking, Io would beat Raquel Gonzalez, hold on to the title, and then Franky Monet would be the one to beat her. That didn't happen because Io went away for a couple months to be in my bedroom for 3 months, so I locked her away. She comes back. She goes on a monster run, wins the tag team belt, women's tag team belts with Zoe Stark. Then they lose them to JC Jane and Gigi Gonzalez, Toxic Attraction. And now Zoe Stark's going to be out a couple months with her legitimate leg injury. And now Io, kind of in limbo land. Now she's teaming up with Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter in a 6-woman tag team match this Tuesday on NXT against Toxic Attraction. But it looks like they're going to give Io a one-on-one match with Mandy Rhodes for the NXT Women's title, and I don't think she's gonna win because they're gonna bring her up to the main roster pretty soon to get probably buried. As much as I would love to see Becky against Io for the Raw Women's Championship, or Bianca Belair versus Io, Rhea Ripley and Io doing battle again from the wars they've had. Nikki Ash Hole against Io, even though Io will whip her ass. Io will kill Carmella, destroy Zelina Vega. And then probably Io and Doudrop probably have a ridiculous, boring as fuck match. So there's probably just 3 people on the Raw roster that Io can have great matches with. Rhea Ripley, Becky, and Bianca. That's it. Everybody else, jobber, get out of here, just enhancement. And maybe Liv Morgan as well. I forgot about Liv Morgan. Can't forget about Liv Morgan. But Liv Morgan's probably on her way out too, so. And probably will go to AEW to be with her best friend Ruby Soho and reform the Riot Squad. So. It is what it is, but WWE is dropping like flies, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Gargano is about to leave on December the 3rd. Kevin Owens is leaving at the end of January. So we could see him at Revolution. Same thing with Johnny Gargano. He could appear at the New York show at what's that Madison Square Garden? At the National Mausoleum on December the 9th, I believe it is. No, the 8th or the 8th, I think. Not the 9th, the 8th, when they go to the National Mausoleum show. So we can see Johnny Gargano make his AEW debut. And then Kyle O'Reilly, his contract ends at the end of this year. We could see Kyle O'Reilly teaming up with Bobby Fish, reform Red Dragon. And then they can have a feud with whoever is the AEW champions, tag team champions by then. Probably be, I would think, the Lucha Bros, Pentagon and Rey Fenix. And there's your match for Battle of the Belts on January the 8th. Red Dragon against the Lucha Brothers for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And I would love for Kyle and Bobby just to go there. The fans go completely nuts singing their song. Their theme song. I'll give you a reason. And Adam Cole's just in the back going, has a big old smile on his face. He's like, I got my boys back. I just need Roddy. We formed the Undisputed Era. And then you got Kevin Steen coming in February. Mount Rushmore. The Elite would be gone. Well, or either, the Elite will probably break up somehow. Kenny might have his own version of the Elite with maybe Gallows and Anderson and Don Callis and Nakazawa. And then Adam Cole probably have his own faction, with the Bucks and that bitch Brandon Cutler. And then Kevin Steen will come in. They reform Mount Rushmore. Make it Mount Rushmore 3.0. Then probably go against either maybe the Inner Circle or maybe probably the Pinnacle won't be around, but so probably be, I would think, the Inner Circle against Mount Rushmore as a heel team. And then Kenny will just probably, I don't know what Kenny's gonna do. Kenny just can be a face and then go after Adam Cole's group and everything, but he needs other people. So he can get like Gallows and Anderson. I don't know who else will be in his version of the Elite. But we have to see what happens when 2022 starts, going into January and February. It's going to be 2 big months, ladies and gentlemen. January, the first week of January is going to be big time shows. We got the new WWE pay-per-view, Day 1, which is really the remnants of TLC. That's going to be January the 1st in Atlanta, GA. Then Raw, January the 3rd. NXT New Year's Eve from the Performance Center. well, really from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center, January the 4th, which coincides with New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 16, which say not one night, not 2 nights, but 3 nights. So night 1 will be January the 4th to go against NXT, and then January the 5th, night 2 going up against AEW's debut on TBS, and then January the 6th got the first Impact of the year. January the 7th, the next night, you got SmackDown and the first Rampage of the year. You know, Rampage is staying on TNT. SmackDown is still on Fox. So you got that. And then January the 8th, you got TNA, their first TNA pay-per-view, Hard to Kill 2, going up against Battle of the Belts, which goes up against night 3 of Wrestle Kingdom. And then you got the end of football the next day, January the 9th, the last week of football before the playoffs. So January is going to come in with, like, you know, it's going to come in like a good old-fashioned Gilmore cutter. You won't see it coming, but it'll be coming in with a bang. And that's it. So the next couple months in wrestling are going to be some interesting months with all the people that their contracts are going to end. Kevin Steen, Gargano, O'Reilly. We still don't know where Bray Wyatt is going to go, where Braun Strowman might land. It may or may not be Impact. Most likely AEW. And then, you know, come February, where all these people that got released, are they going to go to AEW? They're going to go to Japan. They're going to go to Mexico. They're going to maybe they'll come back to the WWE. It's like, oh, we're just going to release you for a month or two, and then you're coming right back, like Samoa Joe did. So I would think Karrion Kross might come back. Maybe Keith Lee, but I doubt that. But you never know. But everybody else probably be gone. O'Reilly, Gargano, definitely Kevin Steen. And then everybody else that got released, we don't know where they're going to go. Nia Jax, God forbid she goes to AEW and kills that division. Please don't sign her, Tony Khan. Please do not sign her. Please do not. You want one woman on your roster, Tony Khan? Sign Taya Valkyrie. That's all I got to say. Don't sign Eva Marie, that bitch. Well, then again, you could sign... No, that'd be an interesting match. Jade Cargill versus Eva Marie to see who's that bitch. And Jade Cargill will wipe the floor with that plastic bitch. Bottom line right there. Eva Marie can go have fun on OnlyFans and make $10 from some schmuck that'll actually fucking jack off to her. And she'll probably botch doing that too. Who knows? And as far as Nia Jax goes, she'll probably I don't know what Nia Jax will do. Probably sit at home and go, wahoo, waiting for somebody to sign her. But please do not sign with fucking AEW. Just don't, please. Listen, if she does, God have mercy on Britt Baker, Hikaru Shida, Ty Conti, Anna Jay, Thunder Rosa, everybody in the women's division. God have protection and mercy on their souls. If Nia Jax goes there, then again, we could see Nia Jax and Nyla Rose go at it, battle the fat bitches. But it is what it is. That match will probably suck and be a botch fest. And that's pretty much it. If Nia Jax does go somewhere, Scott D'Amore, for the love of God, sign her. Or Triple A. Or you can send that fat bitch to Japan and she'll just eat up the entire sushi bar. No, we don't got no more sushi, Nia Jax. Get out of here. No more sushi for you. I'm getting hit up with notifications. Or that's on just on Instagram. I don't really care. Nothing important. Good big ups to my good buddy Angel Mavidat. So that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I need a drink. I need a stiff drink. So I'm gonna go to the I'm not gonna go to the bar, but I'm gonna go to my bar, my refrigerator, grab some good old fashioned Jack Daniels, and put a little Pepsi in it, mix it up, and I'm passed out for the night. So go have your drink of choice. Go have a late night snack. Maybe if you're lucky, get some pussy. Like you trolls need to do. Get some real pussy. Instead of putting that dirty colonic in your dirty asshole, and then put that dirty colonic in your dirty asshole in your mouth, and then proceed to gag. But really, you should choke on that fucking colonic. And then clean that colonic, and then send it to another piece of shit that we all know and love, who fears a good friend. That man fears a good buddy fan of YouTube. Just saying. Nick, I'll talk to you about that later. So I'll Nick, if you're still watching, I'll hit you up on Discord about that. But I digress. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Thank you all for watching this video. Episode 208 of the Gilmore Chronicles is done in the can. Thank you for watching. Nick, thank you as always for coming in, my tribal chief of the chat. I will acknowledge you as well. Thanks to Alejandro Klatza, my good buddy from Mexico. Thanks for coming in for a little bit. Jock Rules 321, pretty good supporter of mine. Thank you for coming in. You know, what it is. And good big ups to my good buddy Dark Horse. You know, we still have our problems, but we're just moving on our separate ways. That's all I gotta say about that. So big ups to Dark Horse, big ups to Nick, Alejandro Klatza, and anybody else who decided to watch. Thank you for watching episode 208. Smash that like button to death. Don't forget that. Smash that subscribe button. Hopefully we can get to 300 subscribers by the end of the month, end of the year, and hopefully get on our other my other channels. Hopefully we can get to 1,200. We're getting really close to 1,200 on Killer Demons right now, which is 6 away from that. And my other channels, you know, they're slowly rising, but we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we get to 400 subscribers on my PG Ranch channel, and same thing on my Peter Gilmore channel, and hopefully get to 700 subscribers on my Metal Guy channel, and 300 subscribers on this very channel. So get the word out. Send my link, post my link on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram if you like. So get some new people in, not trolls, because I don't invite these mindless zombie trolls that basically saying the same fucking thing every fucking day. Do their stupid lame videos with no fucking proof, or fabricated lying proof that I already fucking proved. I prove them wrong every single day. It is what it is. Trolls are gonna be trolls until basically the day either I die or they die, but I would never die, so they died first. So it is what it is. So fuck them. Fuck these trolls, because they can't do anything to me face to face. I was actually going to do a a debate with these mindless zombie trolls. You know, most of them are blocked, so they'll probably be coming in with a whole bunch of fake accounts. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I may or may not even do one at this point now, because I actually found out today that I'm going to be transitioning pretty soon from training at my job to actually being at my job, because I've been doing training for the last couple weeks, so I might be training for maybe one more week and then transition into my job. But I don't. It's still up in the air. Still got some paperwork to do, and gonna be working with some clients and everything pretty soon, and making my money by the end of this month. I'll be making a lot more money than I'm making now with even with my training. I'm making money, but not just to pass the time and everything because I have money saved, but that's just for savings and everything. But other than that, my schedule is probably gonna be changing in the next week or two. But I'll let you guys know as always. I'm not leaving. But like I said, like a day or so ago that I'm not going to be on Facebook, not Facebook, sorry, YouTube and social media as much because now I'm going to be pretty damn busy during the day. Yeah, probably just during the day I'll be really busy, like during the morning and most of the afternoon. Then I'll probably come home and I'll be with the missus for a little bit, and then if I have time, if it's on like a day off from like wrestling's not on like tonight Thursday, I can come on and just shoot the shit with you guys, and then I'll still do my reviews, but they're probably gonna come sporadically. So it's just a new adventure, a new journey for me, and hopefully you keep you keep supporting me and enjoying the ride. It's not this train doesn't stop, and it will never stop. Even if these fucking trolls do their little voodoo and shit, it's not gonna work because I'm not going anywhere. So, but they will be going somewhere. That is to the grave and to jail. If they keep fucking with me. But we're not gonna acknowledge them no more. We don't give a fuck anymore. So they can kiss our asses. And that's pretty much it. So they tried to get me 3 weeks ago, basically almost a month ago, and then basically nothing since. So they can still kiss my ass, and that's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. So like I said, gonna be a new challenge coming up, new journey begins probably next week or maybe the week after that. But before Thanksgiving, I'll probably be very busy. May or may not do live videos that much, but I will be still around. So like if you like Nick will probably be in 6 million chats. I'll be around if like Double Z does a chat or fan of YouTube does a chat or or Dark Horse does a live video or Joe Cronin, JD. Well, fuck JD and his Braves, by the way. Because I'll never hear the end of that until next season. So Joe Cronin, I'll probably be in the chat with him at times. Good buddy J-Man, Brandon Martin, and the Rant and Rave podcast. Maybe I'll be on there in their streams here and there. And then the TSWP podcast, which is now kind of on hiatus a little bit. The Elite JC with with Chase and Double Z on that show, and I think J-Man as well. I might be in their chats here and there, but I'll be around YouTube. I'm not leaving, but I'm just gonna be stepping back a little bit. So you trolls can say, "Oh, victory for us, victory!" You didn't win because I'm still here, still living and breathing. So, but you get a little small victory. Or as the great band Faith No More is saying, a small victory, whatever the rest of the lyrics are. Yeah, a minuscule victory you will be getting when I take my step back, which could be next week or the week after that. So, But right now, I'm just putting out as much content as I can from now until the end of the year. And then we'll see what 2022 brings, because, you know, that could change. You know, I could have, the clients I have, I will be getting. I could get new clients in January, and my entire schedule just changes again. Because I work so many hours, and then that could change. I work 4 days a week, but that could change to 5, 6 days a week. Because I'm probably gonna, bills are gonna be rising. Actually, I got a notice from Dish that November 16th, my bill might go up a little bit because there are some new surcharges and fees. Are going to go up a little bit. So instead of paying what I pay now, I'm going to be paying probably at most $70-$75 for Dish. But as far as my internet goes, I could be paying as low as $10 either on December, because I already just paid the bill for this month. Thankfully, I got enough money in the bank, and I also got an extra a little bit of extra money in today, and I get more money in tomorrow because my paycheck and everything. So I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, but I have just enough money to pay my bills this month and pay my grocery bill, my groceries, and all this shit. Yes, I'm right there, Miss Wrestling Cat. I don't know what you're doing. What do you want? What do you want? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? She wants to say goodbye. Who's your good poo-poo? Who's your poo-poo? Yes, you do. Yes. The wrestling kitty is here. And you stink. You really need a bath. But I can't really give her a bath, because one time I did give her a bath. She did not like it. She's like, no. Well, I can't do it. She's like, no. You remember that? You remember when Mommy and Daddy gave you a bath? You did not like that. No, you did not. But that's why your breath stinks. But we love you. You are on my ass every 5 seconds because you want to eat. I'm gonna stop. Pushy cat. And that's it. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, next couple months are gonna be interesting. I'll still be around, but not as much as I am right now. So yeah, so the journey will a new journey begins, and my YouTube my YouTube career will kind of be on put on a little bit of a hiatus. Not a total hiatus. Like I said, I'll be here and there, but not as much. I'm taking a step back to focus on my job and my little munchkin over here. My family, and with Rosa, even though we're having we're having our own problems, not physically and romantically and all that shit. We still love each other. That's why we're still married. But with me and Rosa are thinking about what's going to happen in 2022, and we'll see what happens. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, that's it from now. Thank you all for watching this great video here on TKC Reborn. Play with my kitty. Gonna feed. I'm gonna give her a little bit of treats, or give him something. I don't know what I'm gonna give you, so you can leave me alone for the night. And then I'm gonna edit this up. Maybe have some ice cream, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Get ready for the weekend. There should be some good shit. Tomorrow night we got SmackDown and live Rampage, so that should be good. Friday night, and then that's basically it for the weekend. First weekend of November. It's gonna be a little chilly here in the Northeast, but warms up to about 65 by Monday. So that's awesome. As we start week number 2 of November. And we got a Veterans Day next week. And then we're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving, the day where we pig out and give thanks for having that great food. And give thanks to the people we love. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, Nick, thank you for coming in. Alejandro Classa, thank you. Jock Rules, thank you for coming in. And my good buddy Dark Horse, thank you for coming in. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. You stay here for a second. I got to do my outro. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your coach. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Peter Gomez signing off. And well, if you're not down with that, you don't like my bands, you don't like my friends, you don't like my videos, well, me, Nick, and the entire prophecy, and even the wrestling cat, well, I'll get you up here. Hello. Me, the prophecy, and the wrestling cat, we got 3 words for you. Want to say it? Want to say it? Yeah, want to say it? You want to say it? You want to say what we got to say? You want to say the outro? Yeah, okay. The wrestling cat has 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! Fuck you! Fuck you, Charles! I'll bite your stupid eyes out, and I will eat your poop. And then I will shit it out on your fucking face. You fucking pieces of shit. I know. I apologize. Fuck you, Charles! Fuck you, man! And I will see you later. I will haunt you in your dreams. You fucking Charles. You too, Nick Infante. Nick Infante, you too. I will claw your eyes out. Because you will acknowledge me. And all you trolls, we will acknowledge me. And you will acknowledge Peter Gilmore. I know. So, good night, everybody. Okay. Gilmore signing off. Peace. And if you don't like it, suck my dick.